Hi there, my name is Karen Richardson and I wanted to do this video because recently I started using a new email management system or autoresponder called Autopilot. Now, Autopilot has so many pluses. It's great how you can really tailor and customize your email follow-up to people. But it does seem to be really let down by its connectivity to WordPress and being able to integrate it with WordPress. Now, if you're here, you've probably had the same struggles that I've had trying to get an opt-in that looks good and that works and will then connect into your Autopilot follow-up series in the emails. And this is a problem I've had. Now, hopefully you've already got your tracking pixel in place, which Autopilot give you. That I found very straightforward. It was easy. I was able to just take the piece of code, copy and paste it into my website. However, one of the reasons I actually love Autopilot is because they have this little widget which is called a heads up, which basically has your face and gives people a call to action, and I prefer it to the pop-ups because it's not in your face, and it's probably the main reason I really want to stay with Autopilot, although it's got a lot of cool features on the inside as well on automating your emails. So I went through the whole process of really learning how to use it, and then I thought, great, I'm going to do my first capture page, and I really struggled tying WordPress and Autopilot together. So if you are in the same situation, then this video is for you, and I would encourage you to watch this. I'm going to show you how we do it. Now, I use OptimizePress as my theme, but it shouldn't make any difference what WordPress theme you use. So first of all, I've actually got two websites. I've got wealthandwellness.com and crushitwithkaren.com. They both have slightly different businesses. And I've done this already on one of my websites. You can see I've done a little test opt-in form here. And I haven't done it yet on my other website, so I can show you from start to end how it will look. Okay, so the first thing we need to do, I'm going to go over to Crush It with Karen now because this actually hasn't got it. The first thing we need to do is go to plugins and upload the plugin Contact Form 7. So if we go to Add New, and we'll just do a quick search. There it is, Contact Form 7. Okay. So here it is. It's a fairly basic contact software, and it puts the fields into your website. So if we just install that, as you can see, it's got over 1 million installs. I mean, I think it's multiple million installs. So it's a very safe, it's a very stable plugin. Okay, so activate it. And then once it's activated, you'll see you've got a new contact thing come up in your sidebar here. So we'll go to contact forms, and here's just a bog standard one that they give you. So here you can say it's got name, email, subject, and your message. Now if we save that, and you'll be able to see what that actually looks like. So when you go and look at contact forms, just bear with me, you'll see it actually gives you a shortcode here, and quite simply you copy that and you can go to a new page, and we're just going to paste that shortcode there, and I'm just going to put Autopilot test, and we're just going to save this or publish it. Now obviously because it's a page, it's not going to be sent out onto all my mainstream social media. Okay, and I've done that so you can actually see what it looks like. Now as you can see, it's not very pretty. It doesn't look great, has to be said. There's the call to action button, which is this, it's the send. We don't want the message, we don't want the subject, all we want is name and email. So what we want to do is go back to the contact section. There we go, contact. And if we go into contact form 1, you can see we can actually delete. So we can actually delete, submit, you know, the fields we don't want. And we can change the name of our button right here. So it might be, yes, let me in, as your button wording. And if we save that, and we come back here and refresh, and you'll see, okay, still not very pretty. So the thing I found is that we actually have to do some CSS programming. Now, I've had to learn this from scratch, but I'm actually going to give you the coding, so you don't actually have to worry about how to do this. It is actually very, very simple to do, especially once you've got the coding. It's literally just copying and pasting it. Now, as I said, I do use OptimizePress. Depending on the theme you use, it might be in a slightly different location as to where you pop this CSS coding, but there should be a global box somewhere that you are able to update that coding. So I just want to show you, if I come over here, you can see I've got one here. It's got a nice button. Obviously the fields are a lot better, get instant access, and you can see there's a nice effect on the button there. And this is all contact form 7, but with the added CSS coding. So we're going to go and grab that little piece of code now. And in OptimizePress, it's in the dashboard, and it is just down here. There we go. You can see it says custom CSS site-wide. And if you don't have OptimizePress, you should be able to find this somewhere in your theme. If not, I'm sure you can probably Google it or ask the question on a forum or something, and someone will be able to tell you where it is. But this is where it is. So it's in the dashboard on OptimizePress. Now I'm going to quite simply copy this entire CSS, and I'm going to drop this coding into the write-up below this video, so that you can literally just copy and paste it yourself. And what we're going to do is we'll just save that. Okay, so now what we're going to do is go into the dashboard on this one. There we go, OptimizePress dashboard. And we are going to paste it. It really is this simple. Command V and save the settings. All right, so if we come back here and we refresh this screen, what we should see, there we go. See how it's done that. Now, if you want to, because I will change the colouring to match my this particular site, I'll use the purple. So if I go up here, because I can't remember. By the way, this is a really handy little extension that you can get on Google Chrome. It's called Colour Picker. And so I'm just going to, there we go, pick a colour from my web page, because I can't remember what this one is. And there we go, it will tell me up here, which is really handy, what my colour code is. So I can just copy that for now. Right, because what we're going to do now is go in and edit the CSS code so that it suits and matches your site. So as you can see here, we've got the submit button, and we're going to change that colour there to the purple, which I've got on this site. So I'm just going to go Command V. There you go, you can see the number has changed. Make sure you've always got this semicolon afterwards, otherwise it won't work. So literally make sure you just change that number and hashtag there. I'll just make sure there's no more to be changed on that one. Yes, here we go. So there's the colour again. I'll go Command V, and there it is again. Command V. And there it is again. And, you know, you shouldn't probably have to worry about this stuff, but you can change all the colours to whatever you want it to be. You know, if you've got a specific colour code, then you can take out where it says red and you just put that hashtag and the colour code number in there. But I've just set the background colour as being plain, so it matches your, so there is no colour basically, so it matches your theme. The text is set up to match your theme, so it should all integrate and look nice. Okay, so I'm just going to save that so you can see where I've changed the colour settings. And then we'll come over here and hopefully it should look pretty good. There we go. So the button has now changed to purple, but you can go through, you can change the colour of the rectangles here and the excuse me, and up here as well. You might not want the required part here, but if you want to change that, that is actually back in with the contact. Okay, so you want to go in there. You might not want the required there. You might want to just take that out. You might just want to say enter your name and enter your email, and that's where you do the editing there. And again, for the text on the button, and we'll save that. And over here, you'll see it will update there. Oh, I didn't delete the required there, but you can see how easy it is to edit. Now, once you're happy with that, I suggest you just keep it in a test page, you know, so that you can play around with it and see, you know, play with the colours and what have you. Once you are happy with that, as I said, you literally take the shortcode. So you can add that onto the end of a capture page, you can add it in the middle of a capture page. I've had to go back to fairly simple capture pages because of this. Unfortunately, we can't seem to have the pop-up type where you hit the double opt-in, so you've got the hit one button and then it has a pop-up with a fill-in box. It doesn't work for that right now. I'm really hoping Autopilot do jump on this and improve it, because Autopilot is such a fantastic email service. I do recommend it, and this, I have to say, is its only flaw, but this helps you get over that, and I think you will love the heads up. Let me just show you that, what a heads up. I have to do it in an incognito window because I've got it set not to show after, you know, you've seen it several times. So there we go. So if I go into my website here, all right, and I'm going to go into, because you can actually customize which of your articles that it pops up on. So I've got it set to come up on this one. And there it is, and it's come up right underneath where my face is. So I don't know if you can see this very clearly. Oh, there we go, there we go. Okay, so you can see I've got a lead magnet about how to manifest a life of your dreams, and you know, there's a learn more there. So people can opt in, takes them to an opt-in page. You can also have this, which I'm actually thinking of changing it to, as a direct opt-in, so you can actually have people put their name and address into that box rather than taking them to a capture page, which is also pretty awesome. But I like the subtlety of this. I like the fact that it doesn't jump up the second you're on the website and block what you're trying to read. I don't know about you, but those pop-ups drive me absolutely nuts. I'm actually going to have to lose this opt-in bar up here, because that won't work with Autopilot, unfortunately. I'm just in the midst of moving over from Aweber. But, you know, it's a work in progress. Hopefully those things will change eventually, and we'll be able to have some nice looking opt-ins, and we'll be able to have the double opt-ins and all those good things with Autopilot. But I really wanted to share this because I scoured high and low on the internet to find a tutorial that would help me to do just this. So that's why I've created it. And I just want to say thank you for checking it out. Give me a thumbs up if you found it useful, and drop me a comment. Thanks very much. Bye.